Hello everyone, myself Dr. Divya, and topic for today's discussion is Introduction to Toxicology. Toxicology, it is the study of the adverse effect of chemicals or physical agent on living organisms. The terminology which is used in toxicology are toxicant, toxin, poison. Toxicants are the substance that produce adverse biological effects of any nature. That may be chemical or physical in nature, and the effect may be various of types like acute, chronic, etc. And toxins, these are specific proteins produced by living organisms like mushroom toxin or tetanus toxin and so on. And they'll mostly exhibit immediate effects. And last is poisons. These are toxins that cause immediate death or illness when experienced in very small amount. And toxic agent or substances. Toxic agent is anything that can produce an adverse biological effect. It may be chemical, physical, or biological in form. Example for chemical agent called cyanide. Physical agent example is radiation, and biological agent example for this is snake venom. And toxic substance is simply a material which has toxic properties. Systematic or organ toxin. The term systematic toxin is one that affects the entire body or many organs rather than a specific site. An organ toxin is the term is one that affect only specific tissues or organs. Factors determining the adverse effect. It is of three types: intrinsic toxicity, exposure conditions, response of dose. In this intrinsic toxicity, the important thing is dose. What is dose? The dose is the amount of a substance administered at one time. Types of doses. We have four types. Exposure dose is the amount of a xenobiotic encountered in the environment. Absorbed dose is the actual amount of the exposed dose that enters the body. Administered dose is the quantity administered, usually orally or by injection. Total dose is the sum of all individual doses. Next, dose response relationship. The dose response relationship is a fundamental and essential concept in toxicology. It correlates exposure and the spectrum of induced effects. Generally, the higher the dose, the more severe the response. The dose response relationship is purely based on observed data from experimental animal, human clinical, or cell studies. And coming to the route of exposure, the exposure takes place in four types. One is orally or by inhalation or by dermal, and finally by through parental. And coming to the mechanism of toxicity, mechanism is undergo in four steps. The first step is delivery from the site of exposure to the target, followed by step 2, reaction of the ultimate toxicant with the target molecule, and step 3, cellular dysfunction, and finally resultant toxicities. Step 4, repair or disrepair takes place. That's all. Thank you.